Last Tuesday, a marketing manager I know sat down for her annual review. She has been at her company for 9 years. 9 years of promotions, 9 years of excellent reviews. She walked in expecting a raise. Her manager said 4 words: "We are restructuring roles." She was not fired, not replaced by a robot. She was moved sideways. The junior analyst who joined 8 months ago now runs the department. He produces 3 reports in the time it took her to produce one. Same data, same clients, same hours. He just knows something she does not. 2/3 of corporate leaders say they will not even consider candidates without AI skills. Not in 5 years, right now, today. That is a LinkedIn survey from March 2026. 37% of companies expect to replace jobs with AI by the end of this year. That is the World Economic Forum. But here is the part nobody says out loud. The threat is not the AI. The threat is the person sitting next to you who already uses it. There is one thing that person knows that you do not. It takes less than 5 minutes to understand. We will get there, but first I need to show you why everything you have been told about learning AI is completely wrong. You have heard the advice: upskill, take a course, learn prompt engineering, learn to code, attend a webinar, get a certificate. None of it works, not for you, not for the teacher, not for the accountant, not for the marketing manager or the freelancer or the parent with a side project. None of it works because all of it assumes one thing. It assumes you need to become technical. You do not. Here is how I know. I have been watching this movie for 20 years. Nike, IBM, Bengaluru to the Bay Area. 3 full rounds of technology restructuring. Client server, then cloud, then mobile. And every single time, the same thing happened. The people who learned the new tool first did not just survive. They became the person everyone else depended on, and the ones who waited managed out, politely, gradually, but out. I watched a 53-year-old supply chain director at Nike learn cloud computing in 2014. Everyone told her she was too old. She became the department head. The 30-year-olds who waited reassigned within 18 months. This time is different in one critical way. Every previous wave required something technical, a new programming language, a new platform, months of training. This wave does not. And that is the part that should terrify you and excite you at the exact same time. Here is what is actually happening. AI is not replacing jobs. It is splitting every job into 2 versions. Version A is the job done without AI. Same speed, same steps, same manual process. Version B is the same job done with AI, a fraction of the time. The output is often better, and the person doing it is not smarter than you, not more experienced, not more talented. They just learned to instruct AI in plain English. A researcher at Harvard wrote a paper this year. The title is 7 words. Humans with AI will replace humans without AI. Read it again. Not AI will replace humans. Humans with AI will replace humans without AI. The variable is not the technology, the variable is whether you use it. Let me show you what choosing looks like. A content writer, freelancing for 6 years, good clients, steady income. Last fall, her portfolio calls dropped 60%, not because her writing got worse, because her prospects started asking one question: do you use AI in your workflow? She did not know what to answer. Saying yes felt like admitting her work was not good enough. Saying no felt like admitting she was behind. She learned one thing: not coding, not prompt engineering. She wrote 12 lines of plain English instructions. They told AI exactly how she writes, her voice, her structure, her brand guidelines, saved as a file she runs with one command. She now bills $150 an hour, triple her old rate, because she does not sell writing anymore. She sells writing plus AI. The same clients who asked the question now pay her more to be the answer. Upwork confirmed this pattern last month. Demand for AI skills on their platform surged 109% year over year. AI-enabled freelancers earn 40% more per hour than those using traditional methods. The early adopters are not just surviving, they are pulling away. A junior financial analyst automated a quarterly audit workflow. His senior colleague, 15 years of experience, took 3 days to do it manually. He did it in 4 hours, same accuracy. That senior colleague could have done it first. She had more context, more judgment, more institutional knowledge, but she waited, and someone with less experience and more AI fluency got there first. A fourth grade teacher in Ohio heard that AI would write all lesson plans. She panicked. Then she wrote 12 lines of plain English that generate differentiated lesson plans in her exact teaching voice for every reading level in 4 minutes. She is not being replaced. She is the one other teachers ask for help. Here is the question nobody is asking about these three stories. Not how did they learn? The question is how long did it take? The content writer. 5 minutes to write her first skill file. The analyst. 1 afternoon. The teacher. 1 evening. Not months, not a boot camp, not a certificate. 1 file written in English, the same English you use to text a friend. Let me show you what that file looks like. It is called a SKILL.md. It is not code. Read it with me. When I ask you to write a client proposal, follow these steps. Use this layout, include these sections, match the client's tone, always end with a clear next step. That is it. That is the entire gap between the person who gets promoted and the person who gets restructured. 12 lines of English that tell AI what to do in your voice for your work. Every time you run it, the tool is called Claude Code. It costs $20 a month, the same as Netflix. The instructions are written in English, not code, not Python, English. But I am not here to sell you a tool. I am here to tell you something uncomfortable. The gap between version A and version B of your job doubles every 6 months. The analyst who automated the audit did not stop there. He built 5 more workflows. The content writer built 8 skill files for 8 types of deliverables. The teacher shared her skill file with her grade team. They all use it now. 6 months from now, the distance between where they are and where you are will be twice what it is today. Not because they work harder, because AI compounds. And the question is not whether you will learn this. Everyone will eventually. The question is whether you learn now from strength or later from desperation. There is one more thing you need to know. 55% of companies that laid off workers for AI-related reasons now regret it. That is Forrester, 2026. They are hiring some of those people back, but not into the same roles. They are hiring them back as the people who know how to use AI. The ones who learned between the layoff and the callback, the ones who used the gap to become the answer. Here is what I need you to hear. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too non-technical. The writer who tripled her rate cannot code. The teacher who builds lesson plans in 4 minutes cannot code. The analyst who outperformed his senior colleague writes instructions in plain English. The gap is not technical skill. The gap is a decision, the decision to start. Tonight. Not next week, not after you finish that course you bookmarked. Tonight. Before you close your laptop, go to Claude.com, open an account, click the middle tab, type 1 sentence, the boring task you have been avoiding, the report, the proposal, the email, the thing that takes 2 hours when you know it should take 10 minutes. Type it in English, the way you would ask a colleague for help, hit run. That is the moment you cross from one side to the other. From the person without AI to the person with AI. From the version of your job that takes all day to the version that takes 20 minutes. You are not someone who watches AI videos and worries. Not anymore. You are someone who instructs AI in English starting tonight. The person who replaces you will not be smarter, will not have more experience, will not have a degree you do not have. They will just have those 12 lines. Make sure that person is you. If you want a head start, I built a free AI skills self-assessment inside the Agent Skills Academy on School. 10 questions, 2 minutes, tells you exactly where you stand and what to do first. Link in the description, type replace in the comments and I will send it to you. Every video on this channel teaches one AI skill in plain English. No code, no jargon, 4 new videos every week. Comment replace below. I will send you the free AI skills self-assessment, Agent Skills Academy. Link in the description. The gap is real, but so is the bridge. And it is written in English.